presentation.
No, it's better without the presentation.
So basically, I decided to solve a problem that nobody else probably wasn't interested in. So I chose the Smart Nation route. So basically what it does is the government has machines, instruments around Singapore that gets data, and from that data it basically collects all the data and puts it in a server. So what I did, so they provided an interface for developers to access that data. Probably and then, so basically what I tried to solve was to determine how to access the data and present it to the user in a more meaningful way. So basically, so they have these APIs where you can access these data. So things like, for example, PSI. So you can type in the date. So the way to access the data is to type the data here and register yourself and put a key here. So for normal people, it's basically not so accessible and not so useful unless a developer will do this. So what I did was, so I took those data and automate the process. So, but I was only able to do some stuff because I was alone and limited to a few things. So basically, for example, for this PSI data, I was able to get all the regions in Singapore, and basically each region has its own pollution index. So I plot the longitude and latitude of those regions, and basically the color of the icon is like a marker should represent the index, the pollution index. So I tried to animate it, but I was having a crash, so I actually disabled it. So if you look at the other data, so it's automatically retrieved from the server, and it's just up to you, up to the developer to just plot it inside the maps here. So you can actually plot it using that marker, or you can put 3D objects inside, which is an extension of what it can do. So basically, for example, for taxis, you have 5,000. During the time I was getting it, there's 5,000 points. So you can basically distribute all those points inside here, and you can do correlation as well. I haven't plugged it in, but this button over here basically combines the information between those different types of data. And for example, you can see the taxi data plots versus the pollution. So once you combine them, but I wasn't able to finish it. You can also, so basically, you can change the date, and you'll see data for a different day. So you can see the changes between days the data. So I tried doing it for the PSI, but the thing is they have similar data during one time of the day. So I had to take the entire so every hour type of day. Every hour type of data, but that's where I got my crash. So basically, the thing I solved was to be able to make the accessing of their data feasible program and make sure it's accessible through an app that we can use. What else? Yeah, so one of the interesting, so since it's a hacker one-day hacking event, there was a problem that I solved through hacking. So basically, their website is HTTPS, so it means you have to have a secure connection. So what I hacked is I made my app to be able to enable secure connection all the time. So the trusted server connection basically is enabled all the time, so my app can access data even though I do not know if their security certificate was fine. So so yeah, maybe later I can update the program before I pass it to Damon.
Okay.
So you can see more points inside. Okay.